to another Rise of the 1% podcast episode, and I am G Bass. And on today's Rise of the 1% podcast episode, I got next to me, joining me again, my brother, a part of Rise of the 1% media and the Rise of the 1% podcast, Bri Williams. Glad to have you on another episode, brother.
Always.
Absolutely.
Always.
Yes, sir. And with that said, we're going to speak on some different topics today on the Rise of 1% podcast. And the first topic we want to speak on, Bri, is Diddy.
Yeah.
And when it comes to 50 Cent's recent Netflix documentary. This has been trending on the internet over the last week when it comes to documentaries, when it comes to Diddy. And so we want to talk a little bit more about that. Now, one thing I would say in terms of the documentary, because I actually had a chance to look at it,
Okay.
is when it comes to the documentary, a lot of things I did kind of know about, being aware of, because I did follow the case of Diddy. But what I will say, some things that did come out in the documentary that I actually want to speak about is, for one, they did talk a little bit about the murder of Tupac. They talked about the murder of Biggie. And then, of course, we had some of the other facts that we've heard already in terms of like domestic abuse and things of that nature. SA, what they call assault. We heard about that with different women and stuff like that. But Bri, let's talk a little bit about us growing up when it comes to Tupac, man, and Biggie.
Yeah.
You know, what's some of your thoughts, man, when it comes to Tupac and Biggie? And do you think, Bri, that Diddy might have had a role or not had a role in what took place with Pac and Biggie, man?
Well, I know for us growing up, what, Death Row Bad Boy?
Yep.
It boiled down. You got to pick a side.
Yep.
You couldn't be with both.
Yeah.
You got to pick a side.
Yeah.
And I feel down south, you roll with Tupac. You know, a lot of, but not to discredit none of the music.
Yeah.
Music was fine, you know, Biggie, but down here it was different. You know, Atlanta or South in general. And with up top, not saying it was just that back then, the culture. You know, because we was building our own thing. But for some, you know, I think Pop spent time in Atlanta too.
Yeah.
So with that, I guess a lot of us gravitated towards that.
Okay.
More so than...
Because Pop, you know, was real tight with Left Eye with TLC. Yeah. So, go ahead, though.
With that, I think our culture gravitated that way. Now, again, not discrediting none that Biggie did. His music, shit, great too.
Right.
But you couldn't ride around listening to Biggie in Atlanta in them days.
Back then.
Back then, you couldn't. That's not what we did.
Yeah.
That's just not what we
What
did.
we listen to, Bri?
Pop.
Okay.
Death around the corner, you know.
Yeah.
Mary, that's what you would hear.
Yeah.
You didn't hear a lot of that, you know.
Yeah.
Because even with the Outkast situation, and the Source Awards back then, South got something to say. You know, it was not that much love shown coming from up there. It wasn't too much respect. Yeah. So we just did our own thing. Well, I feel. But with it, you had to pick a side. Now, we roll with Pop. And that's just what it was. Yep. You know what I mean?
Bri, we was youngest, man, listening to All Eyes on Me. That's why we was youngest in our neighborhood. Yeah. Listening to All Eyes on Me. That was a big record. And even later on, you know, we're not going to fast forward too quick to that. But, yeah, I had liked After Death album with Biggie. But even before that, we was bumping in the neighborhood. Yeah. Tupac, All Eyes on Me, I Ain't Mad at You. Right? A lot of these records. Right? Like, we was bumping these records, man, you know, What are some of your thoughts, Bri, on that, man? Because we grew up on pop, man, like in the neighborhood, like really listening to pop.
I got a secret.
Okay.
Back in the day, and 15, 16, I used to like to listen to Nas and Biggie, but
and you did, Bri.
Exactly.
Bri, you was big on the New York artists.
Exactly.
I give you that, bro. I give you that.
The lyrics was on
way
point.
Before a lot of them became as big as they became.
Exactly, but it wasn't popular for us down here, so I did, but I couldn't come to walk up the street saying, "Hey, listen to that new Nas." No, niggas ain't trying to hear that. They weren't trying to hear that.
You're right.
So
you're right.
All that music I listened to from up north, that none of my friends want to listen to, cool. I just kept it to myself, and you know what I mean. But not to say it make me think a little different, but hey, that's just what it was for me.
But
yeah, back then we 4 deep in the car. I am not finna put on no Nas. I'm not finna. You feel me? You couldn't. You feel me?
Bri, you was big on Nas. You was big on DMX. You was big on Fab.
All of them.
Yeah. Because I used to listen to a lot of them through you.
In the comfort of my own home.
Yeah.
You know, but because that's what it was.
Yeah.
Because during our time, I watched, nigga, if you had Tim's on, that beat your ass.
Yeah.
And that was, guess what I ain't wearing? I'm wearing Eastlands and all that.
I remember that.
But even though they fine, but it's like, the South, it was just different, a different time.
Yeah.
At that time.
Yeah.
You know, of course, I'm glad everything progressed and we can all rock what we want to rock now, but then it wasn't that. So to the up top, and then so with the East Coast West Coast type of situation, then the South, we just rode that. I feel we just rode that way. And a lot of my favorite music, I definitely pop. You know what I mean? But then, of course, I had a lot of shit I liked that came from up top, too.
Yeah.
So I was split in the middle. But, of course, you got to pick a side. Well, yeah. Yeah.
What were your thoughts on some of Biggie music?
I liked it.
Okay.
I like, certain things because I view music as art.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Now, I always looked at it as, during that time, they would say, oh, they spreading violence and all this shit, but that's not true. But, this is just poetry to me, and it's just words.
Yeah.
Now, I can go look at a Terminator movie and see 1,000 people get killed. I can look at a Martin Scorsese movie and see people get killed. I can look at any of these Hollywood movies and see people die. I'm listening just to music, a story, like in a book. So how can you say this movie is art, but this music ain't art? That's what didn't make sense to me.
Yeah.
You can't say this is bad and this is good.
Yeah.
I can visually see the blood and all this stuff, but in the song, it's just a song that I like, just that story.
Yeah.
And you leave it there. So to me, I could see both sides. So I didn't kind of take it that way. I viewed it as what it was, art.
Yeah.
The art form.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. What are your thoughts, Bri, on some of the people that looked at the documentary? Like you said, you may have not looked at it as much as of yet, but for those that's looked at it, because be quite frank, I've been seeing a lot of women posting their thoughts about the documentary. I haven't been seeing many men. It's been mostly women. My thing is, though, Bri, what do you think about a lot of people out here putting out here that, Diddy wasn't so-called a most stand-up businessman. He didn't give them the right deals and contracts when it came to royalties. What do you think about that? Like when you hear that, when they say that Diddy did bad business. When it came to all these artists, man, Diddy was connected to so many artists that's big.
Yeah.
Right? Craig Mack.
Yeah.
Biggie Smalls. Mace. Total. 112.
Yeah. Danny the Kane.
Right? Danny the Kane later on.
And all them.
Right? G Dep. Making the Band.
Yeah.
Right? Day 26. All these people that he was a part of, helping them really grow and be big.
Yeah.
G Dep. All these people.
Yeah.
right? Loon. I can just go on and on and on. Bad Boy. Young Jock was even with Bad Boy South. Gorilla Zoe, which is one of my guys. Gorilla Zoe is one of my guys, by the way. Antonio gonna put up a picture in this with me and Gorilla Zoe and Scores back in the day. Gorilla Zoe, my guy. He Bad Boy South for Block Entertainment. All these people, you know what I mean? All these people, Boys in the Hood. All these people that was a part of the Bad Boy family. But in this documentary that 50 put out, man, it's making it seem like Diddy was like getting people for their money. He's this monster. He's SA-ing women. He's towards women. DV, all this type of stuff. He's just this monster. What do you think, Bri? You know what I mean? What are some of your thoughts? Even if, whether you saw the documentary or not, I don't think, Bri, you watched it yet. And that's not no problem with that. Because some people say they're not going to even watch it. But my thing is, what do you think, man, like from hearing it from me?
So what I say to that is the music business.
Yeah.
I've said this before.
Yeah.
It's a business.
Yeah.
If I put a contract in front of you and you don't read it, whose fault is that? Now, not to say that you should do business that way, but damn, read your contract.
Yeah.
Now, nobody had a problem with it when them Italians did it to young black artists back in the day.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? It's a lot of black artists that did a lot of great music and a lot of good hits that black people didn't get credit for.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They got the limelight to shine, but they was broke as hell.
Right.
You know what I mean? Their families don't get no royalties.
Yeah.
And all that type of stuff. So to me, what Diddy did was just something that he didn't probably see it was nothing wrong with. You know, Jimmy Iovine did it.
Yep.
He did it.
Yep.
Why can't I do it?
Exactly.
Why everybody got a problem when I do it now? You know what they say? It's cool when they do it.
Yep.
It's a problem when I do it.
Yep.
So you know, now, did he not get him the light? You know what I mean? Now, if you can't stretch your 15 minutes or something longer, is that my fault? Not saying I would do that, but however, if I put you in that in position, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now you can grow and do like I did, but at the same time, who put Diddy in position?
Well, from what I've heard, of course, Diddy got his start with Andre Harrell with Uptown Records, who was a black man. Rest in peace, he passed away, they say, from, complications of his heart, but also Clive Davis, right? Yeah, who was real huge, who helped blow up Whitney Houston and a lot of artists we know, especially in the R&B arena. But go ahead, though. Yeah,
so to me, it was just the contract and paperwork.
Right.
You know, like, not to say it was right or wrong.
Yeah.
But if you over 18 and you sign a contract, you know what you signed. You should know what you signed.
I agree.
And it ain't my fault if you
didn't. If not, you need to get a legal.
You know what I mean?
Legal counsel.
That's how I view it. No more, no less.
Yep.
You know what I mean? You should know what you signing.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Because it happens in other arenas. Car notes. Have a 2002 Honda with a $700 car note. Like, why you didn't read this goddamn paperwork? And that's a shot at you. You know, for you not handling your business properly. So, but then I feel also you take people. I feel when you hungry and ready to get in position, and somebody put $100,000 in front of you, and they say sign this. Most people don't even give a damn what's on that paper.
Sign it on that check.
You see what I'm saying?
On that check.
So how you gonna be mad at that man later on when you know what I mean? I gave you agreed to this.
Yeah.
If you didn't want it, you didn't have to do it.
Yeah.
But obviously you wanted it, so you took it. So I can't see. I don't like for people to agree to something on Monday and want to change your mind on Friday. That's not fair.
I agree.
You know what I mean?
100%.
Because if anybody else do it, it's okay.
Yeah.
But being that a black man did it, he did it, now it's a problem. And now, granted, hip-hop culture, my opinion, my brother, my family. But you forget, shit, it's business. You know what I mean? Now think about now, you my partner. You got a couple M's. If I don't have anything, you say, Bri, here go $500,000. I need you to do this, and that. I got the choice to say, okay, or no. I don't have to agree. You know what I mean? So, but given my circumstance at that time, when you put that money in my face, most people, they gonna say, "Ooh, I can take that, and I can flip this, and I can do this," and none of that shit happened.
Exactly.
Just because you didn't do what you planned to do with your money, don't fault me for it later. You know, you should have stuck to your plan. Cause I had a plan when I gave it to you. You feel me? Now you change your mind don't mean I did bad business.
Exactly.
You f***ed up. In my opinion.
That's real.
You know what I mean? Now, of course, dying is never in nobody's plan. You know, when you're doing that, so I can't say that. But I guess we look at how close Biggie and Puffy was. We probably assume because we don't know them boys' real relationship. We don't know.
No, we don't know.
You know what I mean?
We'll never know.
When the camera roll, when you hit play, when you know with these cameras, we can make things look like how we need it to look when it comes to a camera.
Exactly.
So if Biggie and Puffy wanted to look like best friends, that's what the camera did for them. It could have just been a straight business with that man. And that's just what it was. So I can't say. But business is business. Yeah, that's my take on that.
There he is.
But as far as the documentary,
what you think about the old 50 creating a whole documentary behind this?
Now, something we spoke on off camera. What I don't understand, what I didn't understand, what you brought to light to me, which I want you to, why do 50 hate Diddy so much? Because it's like they from the same city. Now, just saying, in Atlanta, of course, you got different things, but damn, why that man be on that man's head so much?
I think it was always a thing about who's the king of New York over the years. It's been over 20 years. You know, 50 believe he's the king of New York.
Does it matter?
So, like, I think it's the thing of egotistical, you know, a pissing contest. You know what I mean? Like, who's the king of New York? And then also Diddy having relations with 50 baby mother, Daphne Joy. And I say her name because they got documentaries all on YouTube on Daphne Joy, so I'm not, ain't nothing to hide. That was Jane Doe in the trial. And then this Netflix documentary, and I speak on this because a lot of people might be so scared of 50. I've studied a lot of 50 stuff in business and everything. I rock with 50. But a lot of people, sometimes to me, and I don't know, because a lot of you all that follow 50 on the gram, y'all from New York, I don't know what it is, y'all don't want to challenge people in their behaviors. What I would ask to 50, I saw your whole 4 episodes on Netflix, man. I watched them. I did watch them. We're in the media space here at the Rise 1% now. I watched all 4 episodes. I didn't see one episode talk about Jane Doe, who is Daphne Joy, who is 50 Cent's baby mother, who was in the court case. I saw nothing.
So you feel
so that would be my question. Why was she not in there? 50 unbiased opinion. Why was she not in there? This wasn't just about Cassie, brother. And like I say, I have nothing against 50 at all. I rock with 50 as a businessman, you know. But in that thing, I was waiting to hear Daphne Joy, or the story behind Daphne Joy, and I did not hear it. And that was his baby mother. And she participated in these freak-offs and all this with Diddy. Why was she not mentioned in the documentary at all?
All right, so let me make sure I understand correctly.
Go ahead, though.
50 Cent baby mom.
Yep.
Which baby?
His youngest. It's his youngest.
So his youngest baby, mama with Diddy.
Right, exactly.
Why Diddy with, my thing, all the women in the world, is beautiful women all around this world. Why that woman?
She like Diddy.
She's not the only woman that like, I'm pretty sure if Diddy walked down the street right
Diddy
now.
had a lot of women like him, of course.
Why that woman? You know what I mean?
You're right.
It's like...
That's the question Diddy will have to answer.
So to me, not saying, I think it was like you say, a pissing contest king of New York Times. I guess that's their thing.
Right.
But to me, say you have a wife, and y'all not together no more.
Right.
And then I come take her and go do all type of why would I do that?
We want to respect that.
You feel me?
Yeah.
That's not why.
Yeah.
I don't have to choose that woman.
Right.
It could be any woman because I'm pretty sure this man is a billionaire. So what?
I think a lot of the jabs 50 took at Diddy over the years, I think Diddy was like, you know what, this gonna be my
so you
and
think,
I'm not saying, I can't speak for Diddy because I'm not Diddy, but I'm be quite frank with you. I think
that's the best way to hurt a man, huh?
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This guy been taking so many jabs at me for so many years. I ain't gonna do nothing on a physical level or violent level. I'm just gonna get his girl. I think that's what Diddy.
Now, do we have to?
And is that right? No. But that's what I'm saying. I think that's what Diddy mentality was.
Do you think she feel any type of way about knowing that man hate that man and then getting with that man?
I think she loved Diddy. From what I heard in the trial. I think she really wanted to be with Diddy.
But she got a baby, and she was in love with
Diddy.
For
the money and the lifestyle.
So you think it's a money thing?
Yep, that's what I think.
Hey.
Yep.
So be it.
Yeah, she was staying in a nice house, man, and everything, man, that Diddy was paying for every month. And then even when she came to trial, Diddy paid for a lawyer. And she ended up testifying against him.
Now, I must say.
That's crazy to me.
What I must say, I can't lie to you. I can't lie to you. If you took my baby mother and did something like that, well, I'm at your throat all the time. And now it made sense. Yeah. I didn't understand. I'm like, why does man hate that man so much? But yeah, it made sense. I'm at your throat. But don't slip. I'm all over it.
So you understand the 50 side?
Yes, I can. It made sense. It made sense. For the longest, I'm like, why does nigga hate him so much?
Yeah.
Probably ain't even the hate thing.
Yeah.
Chess. Chess.
Man, chess.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Oh, you okay? Yeah, that was a good move.
Yeah.
You took my queen.
Yeah.
I'm still a king, and I'm finna goddamn, hey, don't you up. Because I'm coming at your throat. You know what I mean? So I get it. It's how can I say? I don't respect Diddy for doing that. You shouldn't have did that. But you did, hey. That's on you, but I can't, that's not respectable to me. That's not a respectable thing to do to me.
Well, the last thing I say, Bri, before we move to the next topic, what do you think about, because 50 getting a lot of backlash too. 50's getting uproar. I'm being quite frank with you, a lot of black women are celebrating 50 right now. They love that he put out his documentary. And I've been seeing it on social media. But there's a lot of people saying like, damn, 50 tearing out other black men. Why did he not create a documentary for Harvey Weinstein or some of the whites that are creating some of these crimes? It's like he's coming after the black man. What are some of your thoughts on that, Bri? Do you believe like, what are some of your thoughts?
When Diddy has with 50 baby mama, yeah.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
All cards.
That's just what all cards off the table.
Okay, got you.
That's what that is. Yeah. No more, no less.
Yeah.
Harvey Weinstein ain't baby mama.
Okay. Yeah.
Diddy. So shit, that's just what it is.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
Now, like I say, yeah, that's just what it is. Hey, you played that card, but it's for life. You know what I mean? We'll never be friends. You know what I mean? Because you didn't have to do that. Yeah. Now, if Diddy was broke, you know what I mean, and you just so happen to luck up and fall in love with my baby mama, great.
Yeah.
But you a billionaire. You could have chose anything. You chose something that you knew would bother me. Not even saying 50 mad about it, but why? It's so close. This is my seeds. You know what I mean? My seed got to look at what's going on in this trial.
Yeah.
Because of you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's, that's for life.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. Well, there it is. The Diddy situation with 50 Cent just releasing a documentary on Netflix. If you haven't checked it out, you can check it out on Netflix. I've checked it out. I watched all the episodes. And that's where we'll leave that at. We're going to move on to the next topic. Ray J.
Ray J. What's going on with Ray J?
All right, so Ray J, Thanksgiving last week, and I'm going to be quite frank with you. I literally had my phones off, but my mom, she follows certain things, and literally came up to me during the Thanksgiving holiday showing me where Ray J got into an altercation with his, now they say, ex-wife, Princess Love. She came into his house on Thanksgiving. Mm-hmm. And they say she was a little bit intoxicated. And she came in wanting to get her kids. Ray J was on live stream. Mm-hmm. He was live streaming with his audience. And she came in wanting to get her kids to take them off with her. And Ray J like, no, you're not taking them. And they said it's like 3, 4 a.m. in the morning. Mm-hmm. And he's on live stream with his audience. And Ray J like, you're not taking my kids nowhere. You been drunk, you've been drinking, and no, my kids staying with me. So she goes in his bedroom attempting to take the kids out the bed, like y'all going with me.
On camera.
Yep, on camera. And one of her family members, who's a male, comes into the bedroom as well. And I'm like, yeah, y'all kids, y'all coming with us. Mm. And Ray J on this stream, he crashed out. And it's like, Ray J, like, I'm finna grab my strap. It's finna get real here. Mm-hmm. Like, how you come in my bedroom at 4 a.m. in the morning and take my kids away from me? Y'all drinking and y'all intoxicated. Y'all think I would just come out from my room, my bedroom, and take my kids. And she's in the footage yelling like, oh, you pulled a on me and my, daughter or whatever it is. Mm. And long story short, Ray J gets arrested because police came to the house. He gets out on bond. And pretty much, he even released a statement on social media when he got out, and he says that, listen, these people came in my house 3, 4 a.m. in the morning. They're raising all this sand. They come into my bedroom. They got a man with them trying to take my kids out the bed and take them with them on Thanksgiving night. I wasn't having that. What do you think, Bri? What are some of your thoughts, man, on just hearing this situation, man, like with Ray J, man? Because it's been all over the internet this last week, man. What's some of your thoughts?
I got a little one, so.
Yep.
I guess a few questions.
Okay.
What was the arrangement? Mm-hmm. Was the kids supposed to be with me for Thanksgiving? Mm-hmm. Now, and I know you mentioned they had been drinking.
Right.
Was her and her cousin riding and they was drunk and were like, I want my baby type shit.
Right. And
then they just pull up to that man's house.
Yeah.
How'd she even get in the house?
That's what I was looking for.
You know what I'm saying? So you got that. It's a lot of little shit I quite don't understand. But I can say what parents and separation and stuff like that.
Right.
It's understood what holidays. You know what I mean? Now, Ray J might get Thanksgiving. Mama get Christmas.
Yeah.
It ain't, Ray J can't pull up to mom's house on Christmas nights and give me my babies. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
With another chick, how that's gonna look?
Exactly.
You feel me?
Exactly.
But you say he got locked up.
Yeah, they say he got locked up
because he pulled
threatening he had a That's what they say.
So, my thing is, it should be some type of arrangement. Like, it is normally a type of arrangement where you get Christmas, I get Thanksgiving, things like that. And what make me, the question I have is, was she going by technicalities? Because if Thanksgiving end at 11:59, and then you're supposed to get them out to midnight, is she in the right? That's where it get a little.
Yeah.
But also, if we're talking about some small children, do you want to wake these children up at midnight to take them somewhere else?
It was really around 4 a.m.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then another question I have on that is, was she looking at his live and just felt like, hey,
I'm gonna pull up. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
A lot of little stuff like that,
right?
Which don't make sense.
Yeah.
But
to me either.
Then it depends on who's looking at it now.
Right.
That's your mama. What you gonna do? But damn, you know what I mean? If we got split cousins or however it may be, whatever our arrangement is, we got to stick to it. You know what I mean? We can't just go by how we feel.
Yeah.
Especially if you've been drinking. You know what I mean? Now, you don't always make the best decisions in the moments.
Yeah.
But for him to get locked up, for somebody coming into his house, taking his children at night, unfair.
Yep.
In my opinion. Unfair.
Yep, and that's my opinion too, Bree. Like, you know, I don't even have kids yet, but if my ex, if I had kids with her, and let's say a cousin of hers that's a male come up in my house at 4 a.m. in the morning talking about taking my kids, I'm on the live stream because that's what I do. I'm a streamer because even to this day, you know, we create content online. If you come in my house, yeah, it's going to get real. You know what I mean? I can definitely agree on that. Now, I'm not saying going to the extent that Ray J may have went, but I'm just saying, though, it's going to be a real serious situation. So I can agree.
Even if you went to his extent, you ain't wrong.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Even if you went to that extent, you ain't wrong.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's protection.
Right. Yeah. I ain't playing about my kids. That's one thing. It ain't about nothing else. It's like you come to my bedroom snatching my kids on my bed at 3, 4 a.m. in the morning on Thanksgiving night. It's a holiday.
Drunk.
I'm kicking it with because you had a little too much to drink and whoever your cousin is, whatever, he done been drinking, whatever, y'all come to my bedroom snatching my kids. No. Yeah. So that's what I have to say there. You know, I'm not saying, you know, Ray J is the biggest saint in the world. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying that I have to agree that my level of the way that I will respond potentially will be the same.
Yeah, what's up?
That's all I say. All right, so Bree, let's talk about scam culture, man.
Scam culture.
And they call Atlanta right now, Bree. And this is what Atlanta was never deemed of. And I was telling someone this some days ago. Atlanta, we weren't known for that. But now when they look at Atlanta, they call Atlanta, oh, it's a scam culture in Atlanta. Bree, what's some of your thoughts, man, on the scam culture going on right now in Atlanta, brother?
Yeah, it's not respectable.
Okay.
You know, if you doing it to old people, regular people, now I feel you got it's two sets of rules, in my opinion. Yeah. You got street rules, street culture, and then you got it is what it is. I'm part of that. I'm a square culture. I'm trying to do everything right. So God damn it, leave them people alone. If
by the way, Bree not square yet.
Hey man,
he just not doing things outside of what they would consider legal, right? But Bree's not square by no means. Don't run up on Bree trying him like you think he is square. That's what I said now. And we'll keep it down. Let's go, Bree.
So my thing is you got street rules and then you got square rules. Okay. That's how I just throw it over there.
Yeah.
So I don't respect you if you stealing grandmama's checks.
Yeah, absolutely.
Same here. Checks. I don't respect that.
I don't respect that either.
And I don't see how that start to get glorified. I don't get it. You know what I mean? And so I did have a conversation with one of them before, and I was like, why y'all do that? It's just one. Not saying this is everybody's opinion. It's just one particular guy I was speaking with. I'm like, why y'all do that? And he responded as, well, if I do this and take your money, you gonna get your money back in 3-4 days. But it's like you don't know what them
get your money back in 3-4 days. What do you mean?
Like they pretty much saying if they scam you and they take your money out your bank account or whatever, the bank gonna catch it and you'll get your money back in 3-4 days. But you pushing on this person to depend that the bank do the right thing.
Right.
But then also, what hit me at that time was you don't know what that person had to do with that money. You know what I mean? It's Friday, my check's supposed to be here. I'm finna pay some bills. I'm finna do something for my kids. It don't matter what I was trying to do, but I had things to do with this money. Yep. And now you saying because you want to do this, I gotta wait 3, 4, 5 days, maybe 7 days a week, whatever, however long it takes.
Yeah.
That's not cool.
No.
You know?
I agree.
That's not cool. And then one episode, I know we were speaking on a lot of people living check to check.
Right.
So if I'm living check to check, and I'm waiting for this check to get here to pay a light bill that's gonna get shut off tomorrow, and you just took this money and I gotta wait 5 to 7 days, guess what? My light's off. You feel me? And you think that's cool. That's not respectable to me.
Yeah.
Now, if you playing on that side of the fence and y'all doing this amongst each other, do your thing. But leave them people on that side of the fence alone. That's all I say. That's what I say about it.
That's fair, Bree.
You know what I mean?
And Bree, you've been in a space of rental properties, man. Real estate as a whole. Man. You speaking that way?
What that as well.
So you really care for the people, bro.
It's so many scams, and so once again, it's so many scams in real estate.
Yeah.
And for me, I hate to see it. The biggest problem to me is people call me after they get scammed. And I be looking like, you knew my number before you even start searching for property.
Yeah.
Why you didn't call me then to make sure you squared away? Then after you get scammed, then you call me, Bree, can you fix it? Yeah. No. You should have called me first, and I could have put you on the right track, gave you the best advice. Yeah. But it happens. So I hate that. I hate it. You know, we have a lot of squatters, and you got squatters. Sometimes squatters, they don't even know that they squatters. They got scammed. And you got some. I've had the same dude squat in 2 of my properties, and when reason I know it's the same dude, I got police reports on them 2 times. Damn. Like how? You feel me? Yeah. So it's a line. You know what I mean? Well, you know what you're doing, and then you don't know what you're doing. Yeah. But that the scam culture doing that to innocent people, don't respect. I don't like. I don't know how to stop it, but come on, man. I just say do the right thing. Man, leave them folks alone.
Do the right thing.
Leave them folks alone.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's what I say to that.
Okay. Gotcha. All right. Well, Bree, the next topic we're going to talk on, man, is FBA. Which is pretty much what they call foundational Black Americans in today's time. Okay. We've been known for some years as African Americans.
Here in America.
Yeah.
Okay.
And right now it's been what they call a delineation of movement of those that are Black Americans that are descendants of slaves in America. Back here in the 16, 17, 1800s. Calling them foundational Black Americans. Because you have a lot of Africans coming over here. And when they come over here, let's say they accomplish something big. They say, oh, the first Nigerian accomplished XYZ, or the first Ethiopian accomplished XYZ. They don't say the first Black Ethiopian, the first Black Nigerian. No, they say the first Nigerian, the first Ethiopian. So it's kind of like a delineation that's been taking place a long time ago. And I've even listened to some calls on TikTok. One of my guys, who I have a lot of respect for, who knows a lot about Black history, a lot of these Africans call in, or even Caribbeans. I keep it quite frank with you. They call in, and they call in from a way of like they feel like they're better than Black Americans, right? They feel like we create the most crime here in America.
So they come from another country.
Yep, they come from another country. They're like, oh, y'all create the most crime, right? Black on Black crime. They feel we have low IQs. We're not as smart. They feel we're lazy. They feel like, how can they come over here from a homeland where they came from that's failed? How can they come over here to our country and become hugely successful, but we got a lot of Black Americans who can't become successful, who are dependent on food stamps, dependent on government. But they can come over here and they become millionaires within years of owning businesses and things of that nature. Bri, do you have any thoughts on your end? And I can explain what I think about it as well, but what are some of your thoughts from hearing what I'm saying there? What do you think?
So I would, what strikes me is infrastructure. Think about that.
Okay.
Who laid the infrastructure for you to feel comfortable to even come here?
Black Americans.
So that part, one.
Yep.
And like, it's like, it's like me going to, another country saying how the people over here don't do something right. That's not fair.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? That's not fair.
Exactly.
And that's not fair at all.
And I say this, Bri, like, we grew up with different people from different ethnicities. I mean, we grew up with Africans and stuff like that.
So we say not all Africans.
Right. I'm not saying all.
Certain
ones, right? And we grew up with some of them where they really respect what we've done with. But Black Americans, or foundational Black Americans, which is FBA, excuse me. Yeah, we laid the foundation of America, right? Did a whole lot of free labor for many years, our ancestors, for Caucasians, right, who came over and took and steal the land for free, that built this country. And there's a certain amendment that allowed immigrants to even come into this country. And it was by Black Americans, right? So that's my whole thing. And my whole thing is this. I love Africans. I love Caribbeans. And I say this to the camera. I date a Caribbean, right? So I don't have no problem with those ethnicities. My whole thing is, as long as you respect what we call now foundational Black Americans, what we did in this country before you all came. That's all I ask, right? That's it.
Now, I heard one thing you mentioned, say they reach a level of success.
You're right.
Now, to me, how is success measured?
Okay.
Now, that's something that I've always looked at.
A lot of them, Bri, they determine success by we're making more money than you all. We might got more land, bigger houses, and we're building wealth. And you all not doing it. And you been here, you all Black Americans been here for several years. Why y'all can't do it?
And
so go ahead.
So somebody that had that point of view. That's just what it is. Because success, you can't measure another man's success. You know what I mean? If I grew up and I didn't eat every day, and when I become a father, my kids get to eat every day, that's success. You see what I'm saying? So everybody measure of success is not the same.
Success is measured different.
So for you to come somewhere and say, I made all this money, makes me, no, I can't, I don't respect that. That's not respectable to me.
Exactly.
Money is not,
And then bring us off a country that our ancestors built.
That part too.
A lot of their countries are not doing that. And that's been the biggest argument. It's like, if you all countries are so better and you all are so better, why you all couldn't do it in your own country? Why you had to come over to America, a country where our ancestors built through slavery? Why did y'all have to come over here? That's been the whole conversation too.
I don't mind you coming over here and doing something.
Right.
But don't talk shit.
Don't talk. That's the problem. That's what I'm saying, Bri. I'm the same way.
Yeah.
That's
it's okay. Come and thrive.
Exactly. Just don't talk shit about us.
And don't be like, oh, why you don't do it? What you mean why you don't do it? You don't know what I went through. And
exactly.
So measuring another man's success.
Exactly.
You can't. You know what I mean? Now, I just say that, but I did mention how how I view success.
Yep.
So that in itself, and then like I say, it's so many. I learned years ago, it's so many laws and things in place for immigrants to come and thrive.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Now it is.
Not now. They've been there. They've been there.
But it's bigger now, though, bro. Let's be real.
It's more known now. Yep. So let's say this, for instance, right? They had things in place where if you come from another country, they give you X amount of dollars to start a business.
I agree.
I agree. And then now here's the thing, them tax loopholes.
Yeah.
You know, you come here, you run this business. We gave you the money to run this business. After 5 years or 7 years, you got to start paying taxes. Guess what you do? You bring your cousin from over there. Now he the owner of the business.
Yep.
Guess what y'all don't pay for another 7 years? That's them loopholes that they get.
Yep.
Guess who don't get that? So you can't talk shit.
I agree.
You know what I mean?
I agree.
You can't say success.
Yep.
You gotta end.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
Now, granted, hey, if you utilize it, I ain't mad at you for utilizing something that they give you, but don't talk shit.
About
That's
us.
it. That's it.
That's the whole thing.
Don't act like you did it all on your own.
Yep.
You feel me? Don't act like it wasn't no help.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
Because whoever, you didn't get that visa by yourself.
Exactly.
You feel me?
Exactly.
You probably married some American to so don't do that, man.
Exactly.
Because you don't want nobody looking at how your shit operate, how it operates. So just do what you do, live your life, man.
My brother Bri, man. My brother Bri, one of the most enlightening. I don't like to do this episode with many people, especially. But I tell you, my brother Bri, I do it with him because he understands. And he's saying the real stuff. And I agree with him. Everything that he's saying right now, especially when it even comes to the FBA situation right now, the delineation. And I'm going to tell you, a lot of Africans don't like delineation right now. Some Caribbeans, they don't like it, right? Some Afro Latinos or those that's even over in the UK, they don't love it right now. They don't like the delineation. They feel we are creating division. But it's primarily because we saw that over time, and I'm just going to say this, and I love many Africans. I do.
Not
all, but I love many. We just started to see that they wasn't embracing us the same way we embraced them. That's the whole thing. Oh, they get an accomplishment. The first Nigerian, the first Ethiopian that did, etc. And we like, damn, where's the first black Ethiopian, the first black Nigerian? We're not hearing that. It's like it's a delineation. So that's what we started to create as well. And that's just really where we at. It's not a hate anything. Like I said, I still love our African brothers and sisters, you know, but
this is what it is.
Certain people, it's just certain people. It's a percentage. It's not everybody.
I love you if you love me.
Right, exactly.
That's it.
That's
you
how
talk shit about me, I don't rock with you.
There you go.
And we just leave it there.
There it is. We'll leave it there. we love those who love us. So that's that. But Bri, you FBA, Bri. You are FBA, Bri. I'm FBA. We FBA. We descendants of slaves here in America.
So when them reparation checks start probably getting cut.
It comes to FBA. Yeah, descendants of slaves here in America.
Okay.
Yeah, that's just what it is. That's why we had to kind of create that. Yeah. Okay. So that's what's going on. All right, so we'll move on, Bri. Let's talk a little bit about AI in business. And Bri, I created a YouTube video on my personal YouTube channel some weeks ago about this. Jeff Bezos getting involved in AI right now real heavy. Of course, he's a billionaire, multi-billionaire. What are some of your thoughts, Bri, on AI in business, man? Because right now, I even had a call with a lady a day ago. She said, Gerald, do you think digital marketing agencies, you all are going to be relevant over the next 1, 2, 3 years? Because AI. And I said, yeah, we still will. Some of us. Because it's more to marketing over just creating AI content, AI postings, maybe AI outreach campaigns or whatever the case may be. You still need that human element. You still need strategy, which is what we help a lot of our clients with. And even Bri now, we even have some of our clients with AI agents. Well, if they get a lot of inbound calls, they can have an agent that's AI pick up the phone and lead them into booking them into an appointment. So what are some of your thoughts, Bri, on AI right now, man, and business as a whole? Do you think it's going to take over business? A lot of people out of work over the next 1, 2, 3 years because of AI. They need to get their skill sets up because they might, be about to be obsolete. Like, what's some of your thoughts?
So I guess to AI and business.
Yeah.
I've always been pro have your own business in general.
Yeah.
So what I see with AI, it allows business owners and smaller business owners, it gives you more access to do things. Like, let's say 10 years ago, I need to go hire a person to do this, hire a person to do that, hire a person to do that. And with how AI works, I don't gotta hire that person to do that. I can knock all this out, and without having to utilize certain things. ChatGPT, that's one of the big ones now. The thing of it is, what I know is not everybody is versed in it, and the thinking of people is not the same. So we got a lot of youth that have ChatGPT, and they utilize it for what they want. But I can't say youth, but youth as well. However, let's just say people in general. Not everybody think the same. So how I can see how to utilize a ChatGPT is not how that person would see how to utilize a ChatGPT, which would still divide us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. You
trying to figure out a cooking recipe.
Right.
I'm trying to figure out how to build a multi-million. So we are not looking at things the same. Now, even with you having AI, it still doesn't mean you're gonna reach the level you want to get. You may know the information to get the way you want to get. However, this same information been in books for years. Now, the people who were there yet, they've read these books. Now, ChatGPT or these other AIs can give you the information to do what you need to do, but you ain't gonna do it, so it don't even matter.
Oh wow!
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So is no, because it is an overload of information.
Right.
So you got to be used to getting overloaded with information, so you can know how to, spread your time accordingly.
Right.
To make it useful.
Exactly.
Which people still don't get. You know what I mean? Now, granted, I feel most business owners, they know how to divide their time into different segments to make their day, a fulfilled day. But if you just sitting down and just learning a bunch of things all day and not finna put nothing in play, what's the purpose?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now I do see AI as a help, but I do see it as a crutch as well for certain people.
Yeah.
Yes. I like it because I'm very open to it. I'm not scared of it. We got a lot of our older generation, let's say our parents and things like that, they may be a little scared of AI.
Yeah.
And then also with things, man, you don't know what's real and what's fake.
Today's time.
You got to really be able to know how to dive in and do your research on what you even seeing with your own eyes.
Right.
What Sora AI, like those type things. It's like, damn, I wasn't even there, but I was there.
Yeah.
So it's knowing what you dealing with.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And having the brain power to say, oh, that's not real. You know what I mean? But that also comes with a little bit of knowing what you can do also. You know what I mean? Like understanding what's possible or not. Now, will it knock out a lot of jobs? Yeah. You know what I mean? But do I see that in the next 10 years? Maybe not. You know what I mean? But it's definitely growing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's one of them, you better learn how to use it. You definitely better learn how to use it. And people like yourself, people like me, we utilize it in a certain way that can help you. It's just because there's so many people that don't know.
Yeah.
And they need you. So for that person that came to you and said, digital marketing, yes, digital marketing agency still gonna be around because not everybody know how to do what you do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
From a strategy.
Certain industries.
Absolutely.
So I like it. We can't stop it. You just gotta learn how to use it. That's where I'm at with it.
That is, man. And yeah, AI is big, man. I would say from a perspective of the space that I'm in right now, digital marketing, yes, AI can definitely be used for content creation. Because I even had someone on the call me a couple of days ago ask me, that's like, Gerald, what are y'all gonna do right now with AI? You know, you all have a digital marketing company. Like, what are you all gonna do that's different than this, that, and the third? Well, yes. I've been in the content creation space myself for several years. I've been doing this over 10 years before AI. You know, I know the type of social media postings that resonate. I know the images with postings that resonate. I know the video content with postings that resonate. I've been doing this for several years. AI can't tell you that. If you have not been doing it, AI cannot tell you that. And I'm just used to doing that. And so, you know, for some people, AI is going to help out with that. But for me, no. And my clients, we do our thing. But once again, you still have to have strategy. If you don't have strategy, none of this works. And I've been in this space now for 9 years, and I know the strategies that work. My company knows the strategies that work, the Rise 1%. So if you're serious about it, then, you know, get with us. And that's what I would just say with the AI thing. Well, Bri, my brother, this has been a great episode. For you join again, man. A lot of great perspectives, man. I loved it. I loved it. And Bri, before we get ready to wrap up, man, if you could tell our audience once again, because Bri, this is not your first time, but for those that may be new joining us, where they can find you.
So always, Easy Rent Right. You've been on here the whole episode. I hope you catch the phone number, catch the website.
There you go.
Easy Rent Right. You tired of the scams and all that? Call me first.
Yep.
There we go.
There you go. So there you go. You got my boy Bri information. It'll also be in the description of this YouTube video or on Apple or Spotify. And by the way, be you are new here, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Turn on the notification bell if you're new here as well. As well, we're on Apple and Spotify. Check us out over there, the Rising 1% Podcast. Wherever you get your podcast from, check us out over there. And also, as well, feel free to drop any comments in the comment section below. Your biggest takeaways, what you got out of this episode. We love to hear from you. And with that said, this is G Bass with the Rise of the 1%. Alongside me, my brother Bri, Rise Media.
All right.
Yep, and we'll see y'all in the next episode. This is Rise of the 1% Podcast. Have a great one on purpose. Hello, this is G Bass, Rise of the 1%, Rise Media. We on this Saturday evening about to get ready to knock out some podcast episodes with some individuals here in the city of Atlanta making some big moves. You can see here, look, this is how it goes down. Here when our guests come and sit down with myself, G Bass, other Rise of 1% of Rise Media, to have that conversation, to share the story, share the journey, share what you got going on. So listen, everybody got a story, everybody got a journey, and then you got some things going on, then you definitely can get with us and see if it'll be a fit to be on the Rise of 1% Podcast and actually have that discussion with myself. It's going to be a link to a form you can fill out. You said www.theriseof1%.com/pod-form. Again, www.theriseof1%.com/pod-form. It's going to be in this video. You can fill that out, and we can see if there'll be a fit for you to come on and have that conversation with myself. If you don't fill out the form, then obviously it's not for you, and that's fine. We're looking for those that's serious. Those that's serious about rising to the top 1% are already in the 1%. That's what we looking to sit down with myself right here. As you can see, Rise Media, Rise on 1%. This is how we get down. We have a great time and have a lot of fun doing it. So once again, if you're serious, make sure you fill out the form. We'll look over the form, see if it's a fit. If it's a fit, we'll reach out. If not, we won't reach out. We'll just continue to move forward. But with that said, this is G Bass. See you soon.